children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
In the 20 years since that historic speech, blacks have gradually taken their rightful place in American life. Wilson Goode is mayor of Philadelphia. Like non-standard English speakers the world over, blacks who move up the social ladder often feel they must modify their accents. That to get on in white society, they should talk white. And in America today, there's a growing black middle class that has no ethnic speech characteristics at all.
Class 261, I want to bring all of you very special greetings.
Mayor Goode was not born into the black middle class. He's the son of a poor southern sharecropper from a country district of North Carolina.
Officer Derek Dillard.
When he ran for office in Philadelphia, he took language lessons to standardize his speech. With examples like this, it's small wonder that black educators in the Philadelphia school system are trying to keep black English out of the classroom.
Officer Dawn Butler.
It's a controversial solution to a problem common throughout the world.
Officer
Because the way you speak can affect your whole life.
Officer Marion Brickhouse.
The local Board of Education is headed by Constance Clayton.
In the process of young people applying for jobs, employers would ask them a question which would elicit a response. IB's ready for coming here next week. This utilization of the word and insertion of bees is rampant, and I think really throws an employer off in terms of what the young person is talking about. Now that you're finished with me, IB's going home.
The head was the speech. Hold what you hear. Listen very carefully. Now make it real clear.
So in the classroom, Philadelphia schools are using all kinds of ways to drum standard English into their pupils, including rapping. Many blacks see black English as a trap for their children.
The very important 8 parts of speech.
If we relegate them only to that narrow, limited, provincial dimension of life and language, we do them a disservice. Because I see that they will not go beyond the borderlines of their immediate neighborhoods. And we have no right to do that to any child.
But African American verbal traditions have deep roots. Although they learn standard English, many of these children will still feel at home with the black English vernacular. Dr. Arthur Spears.
When we talk in terms of numbers, it's really difficult to pin down exactly how many black people speak a particular variety of English. Now, J.L. Dillard has noted in his book that approximately 80% of the black population speak black English vernacular. There's no way to prove that now simply because we simply don't have the figures. My own guess is that certainly the majority speak black English vernacular, somewhere at least 60, 70%, something like that. Now, the other important point to mention is the fact of code shifting in the black community. This is the process whereby a black person would speak, say, black English vernacular in a particular situation. In another situation, typically a more formal situation, that person would shift to a more standard-like variety of English. So you can think of it as a continuum, as a line, and black people typically shift back and forth along that line.
The story of Black English in America underlines two important themes in this series. First, there's the way in which we all use different kinds of English in different situations. It isn't just black speakers who use formal English at work or at school and speak more casually at home and at play. All English speakers do it. And secondly, when we recognize the enormous contribution blacks have made to English, we can see again that major changes in the language don't happen because of educators and writers, but for the most part in the streets, on the lips of ordinary people. The streets of the ghetto have been one of the great recent phrase and word factories of English. Philadelphia graffiti artists, or writers as they're known, are hitting up this wall in honor of the Scanner Boys, the fast-talking, breakdancing sensation of the neighborhood. The traditional improvisations of Black English are alive and well with the Scanner Boys. Their leader is Prince of the Ghetto. He is, in his own way, a man of words, respected as the best talker in the gang. He switches easily between black street talk and standard English.
Down with the crew. That means he's a member of your group. Crib is your house, where a breaker lives at. House means that you beat the guy, you challenge him. Check it out means pay attention to what's going on. Chill out means to cool out, to max out. Jonesing means that you really want something real bad. Fierce means it's outstanding. Fresh word means it's good. Whack means it's stupid. If I say, yo, that's bad, that means that's good. And if you say, that's good, that means your move is not all right. It means bad, literally. And when you real bad, that means funky fresh. Oh, man, it's fresh. It's funky fresh, man. Jaje, hip-hop kid.
See, that's suicide, bro.
It's that suicide.
It's fierce.
Check it out.
Such a class, but it's scandal.
Word. Break. This groove is fresh. Oh.
Whack, man. Check it out. Chill, bro.
That's fierce, man.
You'll hear code switching again when Scanner Boy Renegade drops into street talk to describe how he nearly copped a fight in South Philadelphia.
Yeah, man, let me tell you, man, Friday night, we went down to South Philly, me, Wild Style, and Michi. Yeah. Man, I got stepped to, man. We was in the hard part of South Philly, too. All, Vicksby at. So we used to stand on the corner, right? So I stand up there, like this. I always stand trying to be, cool and everything, right? So this guy walked to me and stepped to me like, yo, you can't, be standing here like that. So I said, what's up, for all that, right? And then my boy Ryan, right? He sees a brother, he said, man, he down with the nation, right? And the guy was like, oh, he down with the nation. Okay, all right. Dang, right? So he was like, dang, all they think was gonna rush me, right? Y'all was gonna kill me, man. What's up, man? I was like, what's up? Because there's a couple of them, man. Word,
it was the baddest.
Word, man, but check it, right?
Street rapper Parry P, another man of words, has made the talk of the sidewalk into an art form all his own.
Well, me, myself, I don't write them. There's different people